Hi everybody, Julie the Whippy Chick here, and welcome to February. Because February is the month of Valentine's Day, I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to really look deep into red heart yarn patterns. So today we're talking about red heart patterns for the kitchen. Lots of dishcloths, lots of scrubbies. So let's just get started with the stepped stripes dishcloth. So this dishcloth looks like it is super duper easy to make. I'm just going to go ahead and open it up so we can take a closer look. But I have to say, I think this is the ideal first project for beginners. Just super duper easy, right? And actually it's very useful too. It is listed as an easy level pattern for the skill level. And Yeah, it looks like just like double crochets, maybe back loop only or front loop only, something like that. I mean, just it doesn't get much simpler with a nice little border around it, and looks like a little bit of color changing because you're switching in the stripes, but really just really very simple and very useful to make. And once you're done with it, you can be very proud of your new project and your new hobby. So you can purchase this in a kit just by getting, it comes with the accessories and I would assume the yarn, though I don't see the yarn in here. That's interesting. They have the plastic needles and they have the crochet hook, but I don't see the yarn. So that's kind of odd for a kit to not provide the yarn. But no worries, you can just download the free pattern and it will list right on there what you need. Looks like they used Scrubby Smoothie, one ball each, and these two different colors, Loofah and Tide. But yeah, super easy. It's a very simple one-page pattern, so really great for beginners. All right, so let's take a look at. Whoops, I'm sorry. That's from a different video. All right, let's take a look at the next idea for the kitchen. Okay, this is the daffodil cotton scrubby, and this one is probably a little bit more difficult, a little less beginner friendly maybe. And one reason for that is the type of yarn. I personally am a pretty experienced crocheter, and I find the scrubby cotton yarn a little difficult to use. And it is listed as an intermediate level pattern, but it is super cute. I mean, how, how cute is this little scrubby? Like, that would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? To scrub your dishes with that, I think is really cute. So, again, they do offer it as a kit, but once again, and this is frustrating to me, one of the colors is out of stock. So, what happens in that case? Do they replace it with a different shade? I don't know. I don't know what they do in that case. But again, you don't have to purchase the kit. You can always just download the pattern and see what you need there and maybe choose a different color that's available in your store. But it does show you all of the things that you need to create this really cute scrubby. And once again, all of the patterns are free. So that's really, really nice. I love that about the Yarnspirations patterns. I haven't seen one yet that isn't free. I'm not saying that there aren't some, but I haven't seen it yet. Okay, our next idea is the zigzag crochet dishcloth. And let's take a look at that one. Again, this is using that scrubby yarn. It is not super beginner friendly. They do list it as an easy pattern, but that might just mean that the stitches are very easy to make, not necessarily that the yarn is easy to deal with. So again, it does come as a kit. You can certainly purchase it as a kit, but once again, we've got one of our colors out of stock. So again, you can always download the pattern. It's going to show you exactly what you need and how to make it. This isn't looking too difficult though. Looks pretty simple. Again, easy level. Let's see, we've got some single crochets. Nothing too, nothing too scary. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and check out the next pattern. Patterns for the kitchen. Okay, here's another scrubby. And this one is called the Red Heart Scalloped Edge Scrubby. I'm curious what you all think of the scrubby yarn, if you've used it before and what you think of it. Some people don't have any problem using it at all, but for me, all of these little sticky out ends, it just makes it hard for me to see my stitches, and I just get frustrated with it. I have discovered another kind of scrubby yarn that I kind of like a lot, but since it's not a red heart, I won't talk about it in this video. Okay, so you can purchase this in a kit. Once again, got a yarn out of stock here, so yeah. But you could still make, one of these two. It's just the bubblegum one that's out of stock. So you wouldn't be making all three. This is listed as an easy pattern, so maybe give it a try. Another thing you might want to try with doing these scrubbies is maybe just using a different kind of yarn the first time around. If you're a beginner, and try to figure out the pattern that way before diving in deep with this scrubby yarn. But it looks pretty easy. Doesn't look too difficult to make. Very cute. All right, I think we've got one more pattern left for our kitchen. Day 2 for the kitchen. And this is another dishcloth, and I think this looks like another really nice beginner-friendly pattern. So let's see what kind of yarn they're using for this. I'm going to guess a cotton, but we'll just double check. The Red Heart Scrubby Smoothie. It's called the Red Heart Textured Blocks Dishcloth, and it says texture adds cleaning power to this crochet scrubby and Red Heart Scrubby Smoothie. So I think that is the type of yarn that they're talking about. And it is pictured here alongside the first one that we looked at. I'm not sure if I can zoom in on it. We can kind of see that texture a little bit better. So let's take a look at that pattern. See if it tells us anything more that we want to know. Yeah, Scrubby Smoothie, and the color is loofah. It doesn't look too difficult. It is listed as easy, so again, might be a very good project for the beginner crocheter. So there we have it. Day 2. Red Heart projects for the kitchen. I hope you enjoyed this. I look forward to doing, let's see, 26 more days of Red Heart projects for the month of February. So let me know what you think of this, and if you've ever tried any of these patterns. And definitely tell me what you think of that scrubby yarn, because I'd love to hear if I'm the only one who finds it difficult to work with. All right, everybody. Until tomorrow, have a great day. Bye-bye.